Welcome to this video. This video is on number systems, the conversion of a number from one number system to another number system with solved examples. Let's get into the video.
In order to convert any number in binary, octal or hexadecimal form into a decimal number system, we have to perform weighted sum of digits. For converting from binary to decimal, the weight of each digit is 2. In order to convert from octal to decimal, the weight of each digit in the octal number is 8. And similarly, for hexadecimal number, it is 16. Let us see some examples. For example, I want to convert a binary number 1011.1101 into a decimal number. Each digit has its own positional weight. So this is the whole number part, this is the fractional part. From the whole number part, so the positional weights I am marking on the top: 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2 and 2 power 3. In the fractional part, the positional weights are 2 power minus 1, 2 power minus 2, 2 power minus 3 and 2 power minus 4. By adding all the positional weights, I can get the decimal equivalent. So the answer is 2 power 3 plus, the value is 0, so I am leaving it, 2 power 1 plus 2 power 0 dot 2 power minus 1 plus 2 power minus 2 plus 0 plus 2 power minus 4. It is nothing but 8 plus 2 plus 1 dot 2 power minus 1 is 0.5, 2 power minus 2 is 0.25 and 2 power minus 4 is 0.0625. So the answer is 11.8125 to the base 10. So 1011.1101 is converted into 11.8125 to the base 10. Similarly, I can also convert an octal number into a decimal number. Octal number to a decimal number. The same procedure, but the positional weights are to the power of 8. In this case, it is 8 power 0, 8 power 1, 8 power 2. 8 power minus 1 and 8 power minus 2 when it comes to the fractional part. Now, it is the weighted sum of the digits. So, for the whole number part, it is 4 into 8 power 2 plus 1 into 8 power 1 plus 5 into 8 power 0 dot 1 into 8 power minus 1 plus 4 into 8 power minus 2. By solving this, it is 4 into 64 plus 1 into 8 plus 5 into 1 dot 8 power minus 1 is 0.125 and 8 power minus 2 is 0.015625. So the sum is 0.1875. The conversion of octal to decimal gives the final answer 269.1875 to the base 10. Similarly, I can convert a hexadecimal number to a decimal system by the same procedure, but the positional weights are to the power of 16. Let's see an example. Let's take the example 4ab.a, which is a hexadecimal number. So the positional weights are 16 to the power 0, 16 to the power 1, 16 power 2 and 16 power minus 1 in the fractional part. So I can write this as 4 into 16 square plus 10 into 16 power 1, where 10 is the equivalent value for A, 11 is equivalent for B, into 16 power 0 dot 16 power minus 1 into 10. 10 is for A. So the answer is 1195 for the whole number part. 16 power minus 1 into 10 is 0.625. So it is 11,195.625 to the base 10. So this is conversion of hexadecimal to decimal number system. So this is how we are able to convert from any number system to a decimal number system by mere addition of the weighted sum of the digits. Now, in order to convert a decimal number into a binary or octal or a hexadecimal, what is the method to be followed? The methodology that has to be adopted is successive division method. When it comes to whole number part, whereas we will successively multiply in order to multiply by the radix, or when it comes to the fractional part. Let's see some examples. Now let's convert a decimal number to a binary number. Let's take an example, 139.48 to the base 10. 139 is the whole number, 48 is the decimal number. Whole number has to be successively divided by the radix of the binary number, that is 2. 0.48 has to be successively multiplied by 2. Let's see how. I am taking 139, dividing by 2 gives me 69 and the remainder is 1. Again dividing by 2, the quotient is 34, remainder is 1. Divide by 2, remainder is 0. Divide by 2 again, 8 2s are 16, so the remainder is 1. 4 2s are 8, remainder is 0. 2, 0, 0. And further I cannot divide anymore, so I am stopping here. I travel from bottom to up to write all the numbers that I have obtained. So 1 0 0 0 1 0 1 1 is the binary equivalent that is obtained. Fine. Next, coming to the fractional part, I am multiplying 0.48 into 2. I get 0.96. I am taking the whole number part, that is 0, aside and multiplying the remaining fractional part by 2 again successively. Then I will get 1.92. Again I am taking off the whole number part aside and taking the fractional part and multiplying by 2. Once again I get 1.84. I take whole number part aside, fractional part is multiplied by 2, 1.68. This can be continued to the number of bits precision I require. So I travel from top to bottom to write it as 0.0111. So this is the fractional part. So the answer for this problem, 139.48 to the base 10, can be converted to binary as 1001011.0111. Yes, simple as that. The next conversion is decimal to octal number. Decimal to octal number. The procedure is the same, only thing the radix here is 8. So I successively divide the whole number part by 8 and multiply the fractional part by 8. Let's do it. 269 divided by 8. I will get 33 as the quotient and the remainder is 5. Again dividing by 8, I get 4 as the quotient, remainder is 1. So traveling from bottom to top, it is 415. Coming to 0.18, I multiply it by 8, I will get 1.44. I am keeping 1 aside. The remaining 0.44 fractional part I am multiplying by 8, I will get 3.52. So I get 3 as the whole number. And again 0.52 can be multiplied by 8 and I can continue. And this is the fractional part. I can write it as 0.13. So this is how a decimal number is converted into an octal number. Similarly, a decimal number can also be converted into a hexadecimal number. Let's take an example 100.625. In order to convert this into a hexadecimal number, I take the whole number part and divide by 16. If I divide by 16, it goes by 6 and the remainder is 4. I cannot further divide it by 16, so I take this as 4. Taking 0.625, I want to convert it into a fractional hexadecimal. So into 16, I will get 10. 10 can be represented as A in hexadecimal form. I do not have any fractional part. It is only 0.0 into 16. I will get only 0. So I need not continue further. If there is any other number, I can continue. So I take A. So it is 64.A to the base 16. So I can write 100.625 decimal number as 64.A hexadecimal number. So thus we have converted a decimal number into any number system like binary, octal or hexadecimal. Now let's convert a binary number to an octal number or a binary number to a hexadecimal number. A binary to octal or binary to hexadecimal number is very simple. This is done by simply grouping the bits. This is done by simply grouping the binary bits. Let's see. Now, let's take an example of a binary number. I want to convert this into a octal number. Fine. Octal means 8. 8 can be represented in binary form. 8 has distinct numbers 0 to 7. 8 has distinct numbers 0 to 7. So each from 0 to 7 I require just 3 binary bits to represent them, from 000 to 111. So what we will do is we will group the digits into in terms of 3's and again group in terms of 3 in the fractional part. So 011 forms a group, 001 will form a group, 111 will form a group, 001 is a group, 110 is a group. Now converting each 3 bit into a corresponding octal number. For this we must always remember that 0 in decimal form is 000 in binary, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Let's know the conversion of all this. 001, 010, 011 is 3, 100 is 4, 101 is 5, 110 is 6, 111 is 7. Now let's make use of this. So I can write this as this is 3, this is 4, this is 6, this is 7, this is 1 and this is 6. So I can write this as 346.716 to the base 8. Yes, very simple. Just grouping the bits in terms of 3 digits. Similarly, I can also convert a binary number into a hexadecimal number by grouping the bits in 4. Group of 4. Why group of 4? Hexadecimal number has symbols from 0 to 9 and A, B, C, D, E and F. That is, there are 16 different symbols. Yes, each of them require just 4 binary bits to represent. Say for example, 0 can be represented as 0000. 9 can be represented as 1001. 10 can be represented as 1010. F can be represented as 1111. This way, I require only 4 binary bits to represent them all. Now, taking the whole number part 11100 I am grouping in terms of 4. So these 4 numbers and these 4 numbers are a group. So I can write it as this is 14 and this is 6. 14 can be written as E and 6 is written like this. And similarly, the fractional part is grouped in this way. Starting from the dot, I move in the right direction. So I get E for first group, then 0 1 1 1 gives 7, and the last 0 is insignificant. The zeros in the right side to the end after the fractional part are insignificant. Again, additional zeros in the MSB side are again insignificant. Yes. So the answer we get is E6.E7 as the hexadecimal equivalent for the binary number. So this way we have converted a binary number into octal or a binary number into hexadecimal by grouping the bits. The opposite can be done by expanding the bits. That is, binary number can be got from octal or hexadecimal by mere expansion of each digit into a number of bits. How? Let's see. Let's take an example of converting a hexadecimal to binary number. Let's take 2A6H. H denotes hexadecimal, so I can write it as 2A6. Each digit can be represented as a 4-bit binary equivalent. So 2 can be written as 0010, A can be written as 1010 because it is equivalent to 10, and 6 can be written as 0110. So the answer is 10. These two bits are insignificant. It is not necessary to mention 1010, 0110 to the base 2. Let's take another example. 2A6.A. We just did 2A6, so I can write it as such dot A. A is nothing but 10, equivalent to 10 in decimal, so I can write it in binary 4 bits as 1010. This 0 has to be mentioned. In case we have any number like this, dot A1, then I write it as 1010, and this 1 can be written as 0001. Yes, fine. Now, the similar method is adopted for conversion of octal to binary. But here, I expand each digit as 3-bit binary numbers. So, I can write this as 100. Sorry, it is 010, 7 is 111, 6 is 110. Dot 2 can be written as 010, 1 is written as 001, 5 is written as 100. So I can write this as dot 010, 0011, 00 to the base 2. This 0 need not be mentioned if it stops here. If there is any other number here, I cannot discard these two zeros. Yes. So this way we have converted any number system, that is octal or hexadecimal, into binary form. Fine. Now, in order to convert between octal and hexadecimal, in order to convert between octal to hexadecimal or hexadecimal to octal, we can take the help of binary. Say for example, I want to convert from octal to hexadecimal, I can convert octal number into binary, then that binary can again be grouped into 4s to get hexadecimal.
So through this session, we have seen the conversion between one number system to another number system for various examples. See you in the next session. Thank you.